Good morning. Happy penultimate school day of this decade. Yes. I was going to save the magical kitty Christmas sweater for next Friday, but I realized that my elementary kids might not all get to see it because I won't see them all next Friday. So bring on the festivities. Yes. I have 5 ugly Christmas sweaters. So next week is going to be, festive. And I finished Incantation by Alice Hoffman this morning. So this turned out to be a YA novella. It's based on Jewish persecution during the Spanish Inquisition in, I guess, maybe the 1500s or late 1400s. I'm not sure. But that time frame. And I really ended up liking it. It's, it's just a simple YA, but I don't think I've ever read a story purely based in that moment in time. And obviously it's really hard read, but yes. And now I need to go finish packing my backpack, determine my my book outlet haul unboxing, my book outlet unboxing readathon focus for today. So check it with you
Power
soon.
of power.
And today I think I will read So should I read Nickel Boys or one of these middle grades? Oh, the decisions. Nickel Boys. I didn't see that coming. I thought for sure I would choose the middle grade. Okay, let's do this. Red, I see red. Here we go. So true. And good advice. Can you guess which of these is me and which of those books I picked is my high school favorite? Weather report. It's looking a little like Seattle out there. Very, very misty. Oh, even my bullet journal indicates that yesterday was a crabby day. The gray is school tasks and the green is like home stuff, more or less. And the circles are events and the boxes are tasks. And yeah, I only did the mandatory events yesterday. I mean, I worked, but I didn't try to achieve above and beyond getting by with my kids. So I'm gonna go drop off my Secret Santa treat and get to work on my lesson plans. Go me. I think I was going to read a couple passages to you from this book earlier this week, but I forgot. So here's a couple other ones. This one, if you're a cat lover, oh my gosh, it's so delightful and so obvious that Marilyn Robinson knows cats as well. He's talking to his son, his little boy who's about 7. He's writing this memoir letter to him. And this is one of his memories. He says, "You were out in the bushes somewhere looking for Soapy, the cat, who packs her bags every so often and takes off for parts unknown and worries the life out of you and your mother. You just happened to come around the house then, holding that old cat under the armpits. Her ears were flattened back and her eyes were patiently furious and her tail was twitching. It's so long you might have stepped on it otherwise. It was clear enough she would bolt if you put her down, but you did and she did, and you didn't seem to notice because you were about to shake hands with John Ames Boughton." So cute. But this next one, oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. This is the father reflecting back on his own life when he was a child with his dad. And their community church had burned down, and this is them salvaging it. "Strange are the uses of adversity, that's a fact. When I'm up here in my study with the radio on and some old book in my hands and it's nighttime and the wind blows and the house creaks, I forget where I am. And it's as though I'm back in hard times for a minute or two. And there's a sweetness in the experience which I don't understand. But that only enhances the value of it. My point here is that you never do know the actual nature, even of your own experience. Or perhaps it has no fixed and certain nature. I remember my father down on his heels in the rain, water dripping from his hat, feeding me biscuit from his scorched hand, with that old blackened wreck of a church behind him, and the steam rising where the rain fell on embers, the rain falling in gusts, and the women singing the old rugged cross, while they saw to things moving so gently, as if they were dancing to the hymn almost. In those days no grown woman ever let herself be seen with her hair undone, but that day even the grand old women had their hair falling down their backs like schoolgirls. It was so joyful and sad. I mention it again because it seems to me much of my life was comprehended in that moment. Grief itself has often returned to me to that morning when I took communion from my father's hand. I remember it as communion, and I believe that's what it was. Teachers like to snack this time of year. There's my baby. Hey, babe.
Hey, Mom.
You have a good day?
Yeah.
Your Christmas sweater was a big hit.
You like it?
Yeah. The cats are confused, babe. They're like, why are our people running around doing all this work? The irony. I found a Garfield bookmark under the rug. I wonder who did that. Was it you, Boo? I think it was Pico. He likes to play under things. Is this so exciting, Boo? Do you like housework? Do you like it? Boo, baby! It's obvious. Socks are my go-to Christmas gift. Yes, indeed. Having a wild and crazy Friday night without my earbuds. Good baby. You're a kitty. Kitties don't like sugar. Oh, I fell asleep and